When these dolls came out, they weren't huge hits, but now they have a cult following, and no one was more surprised than the woman who created them. Long before dolls come out of boxes, they live inside an artist's mind.
Probably have about 35 patents in my name.
Allison Katzman spent half her life creating toys for children. Most of them only exist in the past, but one still has a very bright future.
And she was designed for little girls.
Open your eyes to the world of life.
The year was 1972. Allison had moved to Chicago and was working for one of the nation's biggest toy invention firms when she came up with the idea for a Blythe doll, loosely based on Betty Boop.
She had a big head and big eyes. She kind of inspired it, but the real reason was I was out to compete with Barbie. That was where I started. And I wanted to make a fashion doll.
So Allison innovated a stylish feature no other doll had, eyes that change color with the pull of a string, inspired by her own daughter's colored contacts.
Well, there was a mistake made in the lab, so the contacts were very olive green. And she wore them home. Well, of course, she couldn't see, and they made her another pair, but they were beautiful.
Blythe was totally unique, but when she hit the market, her haunting face didn't resonate with little girls. After a couple years, she disappeared from store shelves.
And into, well, what we call the morgue.
But unbeknownst to Allison, Blythe was far from gone. Over the next 30 years, a fan base quietly grew. Adult collectors paid thousands of dollars for original dolls. A photography book was published. And in 2001, a Japanese CEO saw the potential and started producing a new line of Blythes. Allison couldn't believe it.
I was surprised. I was amazed.
She was also in demand, invited to a fan event in Japan where Blythe was an instant sensation. In the U.S., the doll starred in an ad campaign for Target and maintains a legion of devoted collectors, many of them in Allison's hometown of Seattle.
It always makes me smile. It always makes me feel happy.
An unprecedented second act for a toy and her creator, who were both ahead of their time.
I love making them.